Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Uh, I, I I did want to mention something that I thought was really important, and about the government, and it's a good thing. I'm not a government kind of guy, but one thing that I've noticed, and I was very happy. Now, I don't know if it was President Trump's relationship with government or what it was. But anyway, I am very happy that the federal government hasn't got involved in the virus thing in the United States. He's done his job, like I thought the federal government's job is on the borders of the United States, and I thought that the federal government has handled it properly by not closing businesses, not doing all this stuff. Remember, when they say this, they're going to control, they're going to do this, they're going to do this, then you're using federal money to do it. And when they do that, that takes away the authority of the state. Now, I'm in Kansas right now, and everything that I see, because we don't have a whole lot going on here, everybody's doing their social distancing thing, and they're doing that. A lot of businesses have shut down and stuff like that, but it's not because of the federal government. It's because of the state. The states, what the problem has been going on is the lack of leadership in the state level, in the county level, and all this kind of stuff. And when they lack the leadership, then they look at the federal government and say, well, what are you going to do? It's not the federal government's job. So, in other words, they don't have the leadership skills to make decisions, to figure out what's going on in their state. And this is how President Trump got in office. If otherwise, if you didn't have the the elections the way they're done, they would bypass people in the flyover country. We would be, and already that's bad enough already. I hate people from Washington telling me what to do. I have a hard time with our capitals in Oklahoma and Kansas telling me what to do. But at least I can go down there and beat on the door. But Washington, I hate it when Washington tells us what to do. So I loved it when they allowed the states to do what they're going to do. Now, I thought it was kind of odd that Kansas was the first state to cancel school for the rest of the year. I don't know. I'm not in the leadership position, so I don't know if they had a plan or were they just getting stupid. Lack of leadership. If they had leadership, they had a plan. They're going to be able to finish school some way or another if there was leadership. If there was no leadership, then they just kind of, let's close the schools. So they're panicking. That's not leadership. Panicking is not leadership. And this is what I've seen in all the other states. I've been seeing states doing things for no particular reason. And I'm not in those states, so I really don't know what's going on, but are they panicking? Is it the lack of leadership? or is it leadership that they're using to take control of the situation in their state? And that's what they're supposed to do. And even at that, they go to the mayors and for the big cities on these states, and they go to the mayors and they say, okay, what are you going to do? Okay, see, that shows you lack of leadership in the mayors. If they have no plan, they haven't thought about this. All they are is just looking for the paycheck. They like the authority part, somebody giving this authority. But they haven't done nothing to deserve it. Now's the time they deserve their leadership, if they got anything to put up on their leadership. But anyway, I have been really happy how the federal government hasn't dictated to us, especially us out here in Kansas, how we're supposed to react and stuff. This is one reason why when I left the desert and came back to Kansas, well, I stopped in Denver area, and I stayed in Denver for a while. And because I wasn't sure if these states had any kind of leadership. And so that's why I kind of got close, either in Colorado and Denver, I got kind of close. So I knew if things got really stupid, I could get across the border. And kind of like California, closing their borders. I mean, was it the right thing to do? I don't know. I don't know what kind of diseases and stuff. I don't know what's going on in their state, just like they don't know what's going on in my state. So you don't tell us what to do. Let our state deal with it. And that's why I don't go to New York, California. I mean, there's a lot of states that I don't go to. Illinois, there's a lot of states I don't go to because they don't have any leadership. Instead of leadership, they put rules. And you go by these rules, and they think leadership is making sure that the rules are followed. That's not leadership. And so, but that's why I stay away from those places. I mean, they're too much tight control over their citizens. And but anyway, I am real happy the way the federal government has backed off from the states and allowed the states to make their decisions on what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. And when you do it like that, we learn. Each state, if they have proper leadership, learns by looking at the other states, what have they done, how has it worked out, and they're in communication with other states to find out the details on what's going on so they can make some right decisions. So I am real proud of the federal government for not getting involved. Now, when it comes to that $2 trillion, I'm not sure how that's going to work. I've never seen politicians with giving them money, how that turns out positive. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. I kind of wish that they would do it state to state, allowing the states to take that responsibility. And because I was listening, they were talking about unemployment, who's eligible for unemployment, stuff like that. It's better when that's all done at state level. This way, you're not getting confused with all kinds of, bureaucrats. When it's at the state level, then it's much easier to go down there to the Capitol and bang on the door, ask a question. But anyway, there are some good things coming out of this, and I just hope that the people are smart enough to look at their leadership and see, is their leadership really leaders or not, and make adjustments if need be. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.